I wanted to know from both of you, honestly, is there kind of a certain amount of pressure? You guys are kind of covering or portraying these well-respected, well-known activists. Is there an amount of pressure that's different from when you guys are just given a character on the page to develop what you're about to portray?
Yeah. Yeah, I think whenever you're portraying anybody who's been in the public eye and that people have a relationship to, and particularly people who are beloved, like these women have been, there's responsibility that comes with it. On the other hand, it's also exciting to have something to base a character on, to have the research, to have to have the photographs and the films and the language and the audio, all of that stuff to try to find a way to bring it to life that way. And I think for me, and I know working with all these other really magnificent actors, it was exciting to watch what they were doing, that we had this collective that was kind of coming together to recreate this movement. So there was a lot of solidarity in that too. To look over and see what Lorraine was doing as Flo Kennedy was really exciting for me. I was like, oh my gosh, look, there she is, and so that, I don't know, I loved it. I loved the experience.
Yeah, definitely.
And vice versa. I'd look over and look at Julianne's hands, and I would see Gloria. I would always just look at her hands because I'd go, oh gosh, her hands are so Gloria. The hands never lie. But for me, it was interesting because Flo Kennedy is an over-the-top character in real life, and the danger that I was nervous about walking that fine line of being over the top as an actor. You don't want to do that, but when you're playing a character who is so dynamic and so bold in her life choices, that was a fun ride. But yeah, there are lots of tapes, and you really want to honor these people accurately because they have followers, they have fans, and their fans are living. She's just been dead a few years, so there's a huge responsibility, not to mention the political responsibility at this point in time, when you're playing an activist, because we're all in our own ways being forced to become active and activists. Flo always said, the only sin is sitting on your ass. And, we don't have the luxury of that at this time.
Yeah, definitely. And when did you first become introduced to Flo's work? Because I feel like versus Gloria, I feel like who's really gained a large following and everything. I feel like even myself as a Black woman, I wasn't as familiar with Flo's activism.
I'm right there with you. It wasn't until Julie Taymor, our wonderful director, called and said, I want you to play Flo Kennedy. And I thought, oh, great. Who's Flo Kennedy? I had no clue. And I'm remiss because I now think, how could I not have known who this woman is? She's done so much. She is one of the reasons I am here. I am standing on Flo's shoulders. And so that was, it's a wonderful moment to kind of go, thank you, Flo. Thank you, because here I am.
I think one of the things that's so exciting too, like Lorraine was talking about feeling the responsibility of this big character, and she filled it so beautifully. It's so precise. It's such a and so alive and so exciting a characterization. And what was interesting too about the movie is that you see these very disparate kinds of women coming together under the same auspices, and strong personalities, really interesting people, Wilma Mankiller and Dorothy Pittman Hughes, Flo Kennedy and Gloria, and you're like, wow, they're all really different and they're really distinct. And they came together and did so much together. That's and I think Julie really demonstrates that in the film, where you see how interesting each and every one of them was. And I think we were lucky to get to show that.
Definitely. It was very cool to see how all the different women made Gloria the activist that she became. But thank you so much for talking to me today, you guys. And congratulations on the film and everything.
Thank you.